Be fresh.
Hold up. False start on the spokesperson. Save big. Order through the app.
With Early Paycheck, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days earlier. That's another reason banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than this.
Well, honey, which one are you going to open up first? That one! No way!
Yep, even easier than that. Plus, with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
America! After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera. Like everyone that worked from home or welcomed a new family member.
They were all out of dogs.
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new and existing customers our best deals on every iPhone, including up to $800 off the Epic iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 Pro.
Y'all heard it here. If you want to be fresh, you got to refresh like Subway. Like the new Baja Steak and Jack, tender, thicker cut steak.
Wait, so you're not coming out of retirement?
I'm just here because Subway has so much new, they bought time in this press conference to talk about it.
To the end zone, wide open. He is flying down the field. Let's go! Incredible play. Wow.
Download the NFL app today.
He can shut your lights off. Incredible.
I was made for this.
Time for Levy's Believe It or Not.
Oh, God.
A sponsorship opportunity definitely out there. The last Seahawks home game without Russ, December 24th, 2011. The Seahawks have won exactly 100 games, and here's your kicker. DK Metcalf in 2011, he was in middle school.
Wow.
Levy's Believe It or Not.
Love it. Christmas Eve, huh?
Yeah.
No, DK didn't have the blue hair back then.
Tavares Jackson was the quarterback that night. And a loss here to San Francisco. Marcus Davenport, one of the Saints, returning to the lineup tonight. First man there for New Orleans. He's a big piece of that defense.
But they really needed him back. Look, they need him back not only just for the run game, which they have always been very good at, but they need it to really up their sack rate. They're one of the worst in the NFL right now at getting pressure on quarterbacks in the passing situations, and they're looking to correct that, and he's going to be a big piece of that tonight.
2nd and 10. Every play has been a run to Alex Collins so far. Set up for the play action. Gino takes a shot down the sideline. DK Metcalf is in the game, and he's down the sideline. "84 yards. There are no flags. And that's how the run sets up the passing touchdown.
Just a simple go route. You see DK just use his strength to get off the line against Lattimore. Lattimore trying to pin him to the sideline, loses his footing. And then you see what happens with Marcus Williams as far as his angle he takes to try and get DK out of bounds. When you're going up against a guy who's that big and strong, your margin for error is slim and none, and he just showed you why.
Jason Myers on. That swirling wind. See, the goalposts are shaking too. Nothing will be for certain tonight. The extra point for Myers. And for DK Metcalf, a career-long reception. It's Seattle's longest offensive play of the season. And the Seahawks, a 7-0 lead at home.
New brisket at Chipotle. Seasoned, smoked, seared, spiced, sauced, bold, and guacced. It's a whole new kind of brisket done the Chipotle way.
You could spend half an hour preparing for the half-hour status meeting. Or you could cancel the meeting and share updates in Slack instead. It's where your whole team is in one place so everyone can stay up to date. Slack, where the future works.
For 3 generations, Sargento has stood for real, natural cheese. Because when you make it real, you discover the power of real. Sargento.
We're real cheese people.
Goodbye. Random calls and offers. Hello, built-in spam blocker. Now I can't soak up the sun in peace. Hello, Google Fi. A phone plan that can.
Yeah. Oh. New shoes. New shoes.
But Al Woods, that was a big one. I mean, they got the stop, kept him out of the end zone, but it was the time that they lost because of that penalty.
Touchback. They'll bring it out of the 25. Jason Myers had missed a couple coming into the game from 35 and 44 yards away, and then tonight missed from 44, missed from 53. And look, the conditions have not been ideal. Myers did hit a 50-yard field goal to tie the game earlier, and we'll see if he gets another opportunity.
And an opportunity for Geno Smith, the 3rd game in a row with the game on the line. He's got the ball under 2 minutes. Didn't get it done against the Rams. Didn't get it done, fumbled against Pittsburgh. What's he going to do tonight?
Had to burn 2 ill-advised timeouts in the 3rd quarter. Here's Geno underneath. Skips it off the turf for DK Metcalf. That'll stop the clock. 1:51 left. You know, we've never had 3 overtime games in one season on Monday Night Football. And we've already had 2 so far.
Hey, 4 down, 5 down, poker.
Seahawks need about 35 yards. Here's the pressure, and Geno's got to eat it. Malcolm Jenkins makes the play for the sack, and the clock winds.
Yeah, you see Jenkins come off the edge. They fooled Geno. He wants to throw that ball, but he's throwing it right into a roll corner. Great design from Dennis Allen.
Saints only 8 sacks all season, guys. They've got 4 tonight. 3rd and 18. Smith in trouble again, and he's going to be taken down again. It's Demario Davis. Make it 5 sacks, and it's 4th down.
Just watch Demario Davis here. The athleticism, the playmaking ability. You see, starts up into the A-gap and then loops all the way around to the top of the screen and comes around the horn to make the sack. Guys, Dennis Allen has called a gem here in the second half in particular. He fooled him on 2nd down, brought the pressure and played zone behind it. That time he played 2 deep man under, nowhere to go with the football, bring a creative rush with Demario Davis. Dennis Allen and this defense, they have showed up tonight, and if they end up winning this game, it's because of them.
I think this is a defense that does a good a job as any of playing the outside breaking stuff, of playing all the route concepts that develop outside the numbers. This is a defense you need to attack in the middle of the field. You need to attack them on deep crossers. You need to change up some of the things that Seattle's doing right here, because right now they're playing right into their hands. And you see how the Saints are just feasting on what they're trying to get done.
7 defensive backs in for New Orleans. And the Saints look like they'll spend their last timeout with 1:13 left, and a 4th and 28 facing Geno Smith and Seattle. And this is kind of the game we expected. It would come down to defense, the running game, special teams, and down the stretch here, all sorts of trouble now for Seattle.
Yeah, and that's because, you know, the trouble is the fact that they haven't figured out a way to get more mileage out of the passing game. They haven't figured out a way, other than the big play to DK Metcalf, what has there been? They really haven't been able to figure out this Saints defense. And if you
that was on the 5th offensive snap of the game.
And if you aren't able to get the ball to your hand quick, then all of a sudden the rush starts to get on top of you, and this is what happens.
They were going to take a conservative approach. And,
yes.
And they wanted, Pete Carroll wanted to get to the 4th quarter and have it come down to a mistake. And the Saints just have not made that mistake.
What do you got on 4th and 28 to maybe save the season? if you thought this was a must-win for Seattle. Here's Geno. Will heave one. And it's knocked away. Demario Davis stepped in front of DK Metcalf, and that's kind of how the night has gone for the Seahawks and the Saints, and that'll do it.
You know Demario Davis wanted to end that with a pick six. He had eyes on it. He came over. He was going to run that back for a touchdown. He started to put it away. He just couldn't control it to the ground. But what a whale of a game 56, the captain, the leader on this defense, has played tonight.
The New Orleans Saints, they'll improve to 4-2. And they'll get a tough test from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next week.
The good thing for the Saints is that they're getting healthy just at the right time. They're poised right now to see if they can go on a little bit of a run here and do some damage. And I think we talked about in the open, this may be a team that people have kind of like put on the back burner. There's a lot of other teams in the NFC that get a lot of the attention, and deservedly so.
Yeah,
when this team is finding its footing.
When they play against Tom Brady, this next week, it'll be a little bit different than Geno Smith. And they also play the Titans, Bills, and Cowboys in the next 6 games. So we're going to learn a lot more about the New Orleans Saints.
Saints, prior to these kneel downs, ran 66 plays. Alvin Kamara had 30 touches of the 66 offensive plays.
And it's a tough road ahead for Pete Carroll. You don't know when you're going to get Russell Wilson back, and you're 5 games out of the NFC West. So now you're relegated to a wild card, and this offense has just not been as explosive as it needs to be competitive.
And this was the perfect setting, right, for the Seattle Seahawks. Prime time at home. And now for the first time since 1992, they start 0-3 at home. First time since 2008. They've lost 3 straight at home. We'll talk to you next week from Kansas City. The G-Men off a win. Take on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Monday night postgame presented by Abbott is coming up next. For Brian Greasy, Louis Riddick, Lisa Salters, John Parry, I'm Steve Levy. Here's Scott Van Pelt.
Thanks, guys. Coming up on Monday night, a post-game presented by Abbott. We'll head back to Seattle for the post-game reaction, including Sean Payton and Pete Carroll. Ryan Clark on how Davante Adams' status impacts what he thinks he'll find out when the Packers and Cardinals meet later this week. That's coming up in just 3 minutes.
ESPN thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.